The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
And here's Ibrahimovic. It's anyone's ball now. And one more try! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Ibrahimovic is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And a chance! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Barcelona are already chasing the game, they didn't envisage that. Gattuso. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Kalulu. Fermin. This looks promising. That's a shade optimistic. And he's there to belt it away. Rice. There will be a throw-in. Chouameni. McAllister. Lopez. Picked out shapes to shoot! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Fermin cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Well, that has not gone well. Koundé, just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. That's a little off target. Great vision. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's quick to return it. Gattuso.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's cut it out.
Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Fermin. Just eases him off the ball. And he thumps it clear. Chouameni. Fermin. And it's capped. That's a cute ball. Kalulu spots it and intercepts. Chouameni. And they're back on the ball again. McAllister. And here's Couch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Bullish header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Chouameni calmly anticipates. And this is Couch. He's had it taken off him. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Hazard. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's had it nicked away. Chouameni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He shifted it to the flank. McAllister. Oh, that's superb. Oh, good-looking ball. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So it's 1-1.
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move? Trying to win this, and find a way to sustain good pressure.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each.
ബെറ്റിസ്റ്റൂട്ടൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നില്ല ഇതില് അജി ബെക്കംബോവറിന് മേടിച്ചില്ലേ
And that's the second half started. And here's Eto'o. Oh, no joy this time. Chouameni.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And there's green grass ahead of him. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, perfectly measured that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Wirtz going forward. Looking for options for movement. That's a simple one for the keeper. Wirtz, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And that's really well manoeuvred. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Rice. Wirtz stood up well to him there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kalulu makes the interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Traumeri. Azar. That ball looks a good one. He's in a great position here. Now he's running away. He's a shot. He's had a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, it's Ibrahimovic! Kalulu with the clearance. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to
Hello,
be honest.
Hello, I should.
And we have our very first corner. Pullet plays it in. And they've got rid. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through, and he's whipped it across. And this is Hullet. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Bale. Silvestre. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And here's Wirtz.
Wirtz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Can he get on the end of this? Deftly away. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. McAllister. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, cracking ball. It's Bale! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. This is a promising build-up. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And this is Hullet. He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful...
And the shot! And that could come
That's
back to haunt them.
Well, that's the response the crowd were looking for, Peter, and it's applause all round us here.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Oh, good effort! And he's heaved it away. That has been slung wide.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Played into space. Pass somewhat off target. Hullet. Now he's got space here. Romero can get it clear.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Aimed beyond the defence. Juve receives it in a good position here. Shot a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Oh,
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter.
goal
that's for
ആയി
sure.
വിചാരിച്ചു.
Desperate defending required here. Van Nistelrooy! Did not...
അയ്യോ.
And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona have
Really, really,
emerged
yeah.
victorious in this match of
Yeah.
thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and
ഇത്
what
ഇതുണ്ടോ
might
മറ്റേ
have
സ്മാർട്ട്
beens.
അസിസ്റ്റിലായിരുന്നു ഇത്?
Eventually we have a winner.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win
script
games
in
whatever way you can, and that they did.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make
ഹായ്
their way
ബ്രോ,
home,
ഹായ്,
so must
വെൽക്കം
we.
വെൽക്കം. ആരും ഇതിൽ
evening to
കുറെ
you.
സ്പാം ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചോക്കണല്ലോ. മുഹമ്മദ് അൻഷാദ് ബ്രോ പറയൂ, കേക്കാണ്ടോ? ഷൂട്ട് 4 ഷൂട്ട് 6 ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഹലോ. ലാഗായിട്ടാണ് ബ്രോ. പറയൂ ബ്രോ. മുഹമ്മദ് അൻഷാദ് ബ്രോ. ആ പ്രശ്നം തന്നെയാണ്. ആ നോക്കി നിൽക്കണതിനെ പറ്റിയിട്ട് ഒരു നോട്ടിഫിക്കേഷൻ ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഡ്യൂറിങ് എ മാച്ച് എ പ്ലെയർ മേ മൂവ് unnaturally when attempting a first time shot. ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈം ഷോട്ട് അടിക്കുമ്പോൾ തോന്നി മതി. വെൽ ഡിഫെൻഡിങ് എ പ്ലെയർ മേ നോട്ട് സ്റ്റോപ്പ് ആസ് ഇൻറ്റൻഡ് ആഫ്റ്റർ മൂവിങ് ഇൻപുട്ട് റിലീസ്. ഒക്കെ ഒരു അപ്ഡേറ്റ് വരും. ലീഗിൽ 2 മിനിറ്റ് കൂടി ഉണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ 2 മിനിറ്റ് കൂടി കഴിഞ്ഞ ഒരു കളി കളിക്കാം. ഇവിടെ അതിലെന്താ ചാറ്റ്? ഹായ് ബ്രോ. ചാറ്റൊക്കെ ലാഗായിട്ടായിരുന്നു.
And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be, all stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game.
He's having a pop! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! A finish right from the top draw! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's had it taken off him. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! Well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now that's well seen too. Barcelona are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Molina. And Simeone. Shifted it to the flank. Almada. Valini. Shot, surely! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Hazard making good progress. Space for him to turn and look. Tries to pass it through. Opts to play it back. And he shoots! In he goes again. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out.
He's gone for goal! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Valini. Chelnini. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Azar. Yuga. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's on it, can he get away? Yamal! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Almada. And Gonzalez. Nicely weighted ball. And he was quick to react. Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Hoylands, played out to the left flank. It's a promising position. Not the most accurate pass. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Almada. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And it's Koke. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chelnili. Azar, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Valeni. That's good running with the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's an excellent interception. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Barcelona, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. There's the delivery. In again. Here's the header!
Oof.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Lenormand. And it's Molina. Simeone. Now it's Griezmann. Hazard. Takes on his marker. So